Good evening, everyone. This is your host, Jess, and something terrible has touched down upon this earth. Something that even Satan, casting incantations of some of the most horrible things, cannot even compare to. That is right, I am talking about Clash Royale. Let's just say, it called to me. It whispered in my ear sweet nothings. Also, it had a teamfight tactics mode, and I was like, oh, no, I'm in my bed, like, moving my covers. No, don't, stop. But they ripped off my nuts and were like, you gotta play Clash Royale. Come on. I was like, no, you can't do this to me. I stalled for a little while longer. I was like, I haven't been back in so long to Clash Royale. It's been years. It's like, I kind of stopped when they added heroes. And I was like, I didn't get a hero, and I got really pissed because everyone was running Archer Queen. I can't compete with this. I got absolutely neutered. It's like, I'm done. I can't go back. I hear the calls. Mostly because it's like Clash Royale's been popping up more in like my YouTube feed. And I was like, I do like the Barb Hug guy when he talks about oiled up men. I was like, I find that funny. And then one of my friends was like, I'm back into Clash Royale too. And I'm like, oh, all right, that's two pressures on me. I'm being squeezed like a lemon into like Clash Royale. It's like, but I'm like, I'm standing strong. It's like, I can take it. I can stand. It's like I'm already like missing like part of my jaw. Teeth are flying out of my mouth. I'm standing on a statement here. What I did not expect at all suddenly happened. One of my friends was like, let's watch a Ken video. I felt the wall like just explode in front of me. The defenses I put up for years of like trying to get back into Clash Royale went down. I caved. I grabbed my phone. I was like, hey there, Clash Royale. It's been so long. Did I have a Supercell ID? Nope. Oh, that account you had? Oh man, remember when you got a new phone? Bye-bye. Your legendaries? Bye-bye. They go bye-bye. Gone. Canceled. Get off of the Twitter. Bye. It's me, Supercell. They set me back to level 1. I had to restart my entire Clash Royale progress. I did try to get like my old account back. Did not work out. Would have had at least so many more upgraded troops. But then I would have been hit with like a higher level guy and then had just been steamrolled. And I would have been mad either way. It was going to happen. It was without a doubt. I could smell it. It was in the air. I set that aside. It's like, I got back started again. They just like, you have to play the tutorial. I'm like, no, I'm familiar with this game. Let's just say I know a thing or two because I have been absolutely throttled by higher level cars that have come out, and then I've cried. And then when I got the higher level card, it got nerfed. And then I got sad, and then no one's happy. Rinse and repeat the cycle, It's a vicious, abusive cycle. But, I'm starting back from the ground up. It's like, we're not even talking about like Evos, champions, even legendaries even. It's only the regular cards. Nothing's gone too crazy yet. It's been relatively fine, a-okay. And it was a-okay. I only fought one real player until I got into like the actual Barbarian Bowl, which is like the 3rd arena. Everything else was bots. You want to know how they're bots? It's because what in the world are their placements? It's like they place everything in like the back. Spells fly everywhere. It's like, oh, it's not even the troops. And I'm like, it's mumbo jumbo. And I'm like, there's no way real people are down here. There was only one real person, and I absolutely dumpstered on them. Like, they thought they could do like a musketeer giant push. Wrong. It's like, not in my house. In fact, it was so wrong that I would place a troop behind the giant so that the musketeer would get beaten up, like punched in the face, like steal their musket and just bash them on the head with it until it's like, they exploded into like a glob of elixir. And I'm like, I got you. You fell for it, you silly Billy. Get out of here. I did not get a 3 crown though, so absolutely destroyed. I got a singular tower. It was a good competition. So it's like, I appreciate that one single player in the sea of bots. If they were real players, I'm sorry. You are all bots to me. You don't understand how I Clash the Royale. But they all played the same, which is probably why I think they're bots. Starting Clash Royale as a new player sucks massive balls. And they took the balls. They have so many balls. But they're not like, here, have some balls. They're like, no, we're going to play basketball with the balls and then pop them once we're done. I was like, oh, thank you, Supercell. I appreciate it. They handed me like a 10, 15, 20, 25% on like the credit card reader thing. And I was like, You son of a bitch. Then it all came crashing down. You know, it's like, I was enjoying it. I managed to do like a couple of like the fun friend game modes. Saw the TFT game mode, and I was like, oh man, that's a blast. But point being is, so I was like, I was just doing the regular ladder grinding, and I'm like, oh, I could probably get to like some higher tier arenas by the end of the day because I've been running into a bunch of bots. And I'm like, it's going to be no problem. I was in my fantasy land. I was dreaming. And then I encounter someone who's already a level above me, right? Their archer towers are also above me. Apparently now you upgrade your archer towers with cards. And so I'm level 4, right? They have level 6 giant, mini P.E.K.K.A, fireball, all this crap. And I'm level 4. What do I do? Just could not counter anything they could throw at me. The damage, it wasn't enough. They just stomped on me. And you want to know the kick in the balls that just, if I did get a counter push, you want to know what would happen? He's like, just take a guess. Like any kind of guess as to what could be that this person could pull out in Barbarian Bowl, the 3rd arena. Out of all the other arenas in the game, what could they have pulled? All right, I was like, you better have your guess locked in. You know, it's like, are you smarter than a Clash Royale? All right, your guess is locked in. Have you used your cheat? Have you used the phone a friend? All right, here it is. They had Evo Tesla. Evo Tesla. What am I supposed to do? The hell? They have Evos in Barbarian Bowl. I've seen Evos in like the level 15 people and stuff like that. But Barbarian Bowl? Like, how is this person allowed here? How are the Evos even given here? You can run up against someone with an Evo. Don't matter. Don't matter if you're Barbarian Bull, Bull, or even Bull. You fight Evo, you use credit card, get the things. I can't get back into Clash Royale. I'm sorry. I enjoyed watching it and playing it for a little bit. Wow, this is some honky donkey bullshit. And you know what? The addiction was coming back. I was about to get to like the point of no return. And then I got stomped on. My shoes, my fresh new shoes, they got covered in dirt. I have to thank you for that, Supercell. You stopped me from making one of the worst decisions I could have ever made in my life. Getting into a game that has such a grindy, upward, mountain, peak-looking ass peak. You let me believe in a fantasy for like maybe an hour. And then you're like, fun's over, and slap me across the face on stage. I did say at the beginning, is like Clash Royale is basically one of like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And you know what? I was spared the evil, and I ran before the apocalypse could get to me. And you know what? I'm going to live out my days in a shelter, only playing teamfight tactics. Thank you, Supercell.